One of the aims of the African Health Information Exchange project was to develop reference software applications which would be context appropriate, assist with HIV and TB care, and could be reused within the region. These included the Single Patient Viewer, or SPV, which is the web-based viewer running off the Western Cape Provincial Health Data Centre.
I think it's a very unique system that provides functionality that we haven't seen, particularly I think the Single Patient Viewer application, which allows clinicians to really have very detailed sight of patient records, which is normally not the case in a public health system. And I think that there's great potential for that to be applied to other provinces in South Africa. But it's certainly a lighthouse province in the sense that it shows what can be done with advanced technologies, with the benefits of unique patient identification across the province. And putting those two together gives us a great opportunity to apply the same technologies in the other provinces in South Africa.
As software development work progressed, additional functionality not originally envisaged was embraced. This arose from the need for an online solution to manage and monitor treatment of patients with HIV and TB.
The second set of outputs is probably the single patient, what we refer to as a single patient viewer, which is the web-based software platform that leverages data on an individual, but over time also evolved to become the portal through which one can access all the various reports, and also evolved into a workflow support platform where clinicians can actually capture data directly and be supported in things such as capturing data about a client in front of them or doing an outbreak response for COVID-19, for example.
Rather than replace existing outdated offline registers, a dynamic data-driven forms engine was added to SPV. This enabled capture of new data to complement and be integrated with existing data in the Provincial Health Data Centre, enabling users to view and capture on the same platform, reducing the need to import data from a separate, standalone system.
As the project evolved, we realized that it was possible to bolt onto that web-based viewer quite a lot of the functionality that was required for actually managing patients through electronic medical record type of functionality where health workers would directly capture data into the system.
This new software platform was called the Open Integrated Health Platform, or Open IHP. Convergence to Open IHP meant that the Provincial Health Data Centre, SPV, Tier.net, and Enterprises reporting functionality could be replicated and supported as one consolidated platform.
And so the single patient viewer, which was a reference application, became a much richer platform that included bidirectional engagement from practitioners, and we rebranded it the Open Integrated Health Platform, which is essentially a platform that includes a consolidation, the viewing, and the ability to interact with the patient data directly. And on top of that, we added quite a rich reporting layer.
Open IHP is able to render lightweight forms using Forms Engine based on dynamically constructed JSON forms definition. Workflows, pages in workflows, and elements on pages are all dynamically context-based, depending on user roles and permissions, patients' health conditions, and the facility.
Another component that we hope to package as a self-standing software component is the dynamic forms engine that allows for clinicians to interact with the platform, where we can dynamically specify based on context what fields to prompt for or which fields are available.
Open IHP is highly granular and flexible to ensure code-free maintenance of the capture environment.
The components are what you normally see on a web form, your text boxes, your number controls, date components. So we've created a library of these components where we can add and remove them on database level. So we don't need a developer in the future to make small tweaks. We can rather just make the change in the database and the front end will show that change. So the client can then create any capture form they wish without the interaction of a new developer.
Here is an example of a female HIV patient who's 21 years old. Pregnant is an element that is important to capture for females, but would not show for males. Let's now, for this example, pretend a facility wishes to capture a new observation called eye color, which is a free text field. We would simply add the observation to a table, describing what type of element to generate, and a few properties to tweak it exactly how we want it. Some of these properties are if the observation is required, a text suffix, for example kilograms if you want to capture weight, and if you want to show it on the page by default. Once we have defined the observation, it's time to link it to the mapping table that contains the filter on age, sex, and episode type of the patient. Now we can refresh the page to see that eye color is now a capturable observation if the patient fits the filter criteria.
The flexible capture environment enabled rapid extension of Open IHP with minimal development effort to capture cases and contacts to support the COVID-19 response.
Here I have some screenshots of the capture forms, including the case form in the middle, which has all the different fields that the follow-up teams wanted to capture about the patient, such as were they an essential worker, how many contacts did they have, do they have any comorbidities, etc. Then we've got the contact form, which allows you to capture contacts and then indicate which case they are linked to, and also just capture some information about those contacts. Are they asymptomatic? Do they need an isolation or quarantine facility? And then on the far left, I've just got the form that we use to add new patients to the registry. So you're able to search the existing registry. If you can't find the patient, you can add them.
Work on Open IHP is going to make the platform fit for purpose for all operations within a health facility.
So having evolved the single patient viewer into more of a health platform, the integrated health platform, we would like to see it be fit for purpose for all operations within a facility. And some of the things that are missing are things like a robust appointment system. We would like it to function as a standalone client registry so that if it was used in a context that wasn't bolting it onto an existing client registry, such as the health patient registration system in South Africa, it could actually function as a client registry without the need for a separate patient master index or unique health identifier. So it could actually issue the health identifier itself. We really want to evolve the reporting to take advantage of even more reporting modalities. I haven't focused much on the reporting, but one of the key design considerations in the reporting was not to be locked into any reporting platform. So the platform at the moment integrates with the corporate capabilities of government. So where we were prototyping the Microsoft reporting tools were available, the tools that go with the SQL Server as well as the Power BI reporting platform. And we created ways of directly integrating and authenticating against those platforms. But some of the areas that we really want to enhance as well are some of the open source technologies. There's a lot more skill and capability coming through from academic programs in the use of Python and R and other analytic platforms. And we want to find a way to seamlessly leverage whatever skills, whatever capabilities people come to us with into a consolidated and seamless reporting environment.